Well, I'm sure, Rachel, you feel like this too. A lot of people have longed for those that are gone recently. Like I have just longed to sit at a table. I can imagine it with my grandfather on one side and my grandmother on the other, and debate and talk, because and people have asked me a lot through this book tour, like, how did your family have political conversations? And we had them, but they were always based in love. Yeah, we had them openly. We weren't scared to talk about things because we knew at the root of our relationship was love. And I believe our leaders need to lead with that same love, with that respect, with that dignity and kindness. And so I long to sit with them and hear what they have to say and debate, because they love debating. They loved hearing other people. And like, that's the other key.
And taking the point of view, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you want people to know, little nuggets that are in the book, things that they might be surprised by to know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of the things that I was just so grateful for, is that I did get these many relationships with my grandparents. I mean, I am so incredibly lucky that I got them into my 30s. So they got to see me as the little chubby third grader, you know, who they needed to reprimand. And then later as the chubby teenager who they also needed to reprimand. And they got to watch me walk down the aisle. They got to meet my babies. Like, I just feel so fortunate for that. Yeah. But the, you know, one of the things that I'm so proud of them for, that I don't know if people would know, is that both of them, even into their 90s, changed their views on things.
Yes, and I love that, right? That you can always grow, and there's nothing wrong or bad about listening and learning. Yeah, we all can.
Yeah, so my grandmother went to lunch with this professor here in New York, and they went to lunch in Maine with John Meacham, who's the historian, and they were sitting down, and this professor, Tim Nefanti, was talking to my grandmother about coming out as gay, and then the conversation went to transgender rights. Right. And my grandmother was 92, so she, you know, she told him her opinion, he told her his. He told me he left the meeting, the lunch, and he was like, oh my gosh, why did I push that old woman? You know, she's 90 years old, and I just pushed my views on her. And she listened, of course. And then a few weeks later, he received a letter that said, your lunch changed my mind. And I just thought, oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
Great and mindful. And the mindfulness. Right? Yeah.
If a 92-year-old can listen enough and open their hearts to have those types of conversations, like,
and that's
can we all do better?